today's episode. Are Parm and SJ siblings or friends? Hello everyone, and welcome back to Many of the Magpie. This is season 1, episode 3. So recently, the YouTube channel Unemployed and Unfunny launched. In their first video, they introduced themselves. The girl is named Parm and the boy is named SJ. If you haven't watched that original video, you should go down to the link in the description and go watch it since it's only about 3 minutes long. Otherwise, what I am about to say won't make much sense. Anyways, a question that a lot of people who watched that video were wondering is whether or not Parm and SJ are siblings or lovers. Now, in a reply, SJ said that they weren't dating, which means that now the two options are whether or not they are siblings or friends. In this video, I will go through all the data and compare the data to see which hypothesis is more likely. The first data we are going to look at is their home countries. Parm claims to be from Iran and SJ claims to be from Korea. Now, at first, this seems to preclude the siblings hypothesis, since how can they be from different countries? However, one option that remains is that at first, Parm was born in Iran and their family moved to Korea, and SJ was born and then they immigrated to Canada. Their channel description says they're from Canada, but is hypothesis plausible? Of course not. According to Wikipedia, there are only 2,187 Iranian nationals living in South Korea, which means that the siblings hypothesis is very unlikely. However, there is some data which seems to support the notion that they are siblings. In the video, Parm says that, quote, our uncle that has been supporting us just went bankrupt. So it seems like they both share an uncle, which would only happen if they are siblings. Like, well, Parm and SJ can also be married, and Parm can become the uncle and uncle-in-law. But actually, this hypothesis is precluded because SJ said in a reply that they were not dating. However, another option is that they are half siblings. Parm could have been born in Iran, she could have moved to Canada, her father could have left her, while at the same time, SJ could have been born in South Korea, her mother could have left him, he could have immigrated to Canada, and Parm's mom and SJ's yet to have met. This hypothesis is also pretty unlikely, but it's definitely the most interesting. Now, just a few seconds earlier, SJ had said, quote, my dad is like, I can't send you money for rent anymore. So given that he said that and he used my and not our, this seems to imply that Parm and SJ don't share a dad. Well, such a model, so can we make a model that explains both of these data points? Well, we can. It is the half siblings model I discussed earlier, except now either Parm is Iranian mother or SJ's Korean father as a brother. However, at the same time, Parm could just be referring to our as in her own family. So which possibility do you guys think is the most likely? And with that, the end.